Alright, before you actually hot wax, you actually want to make sure that the base is nice and clean. To the naked eye, it might not appear too dirty, but believe it or not, there's all kinds of undesirables on your base, especially late in the season if you do any spring riding, which I think is some of the best riding out there. So I just go through, I have a base cleaner here which is specifically designed for ski and snowboard bases. You could also use different citrus cleaners, those also work well, I've used those before. So just go through, clean everything up, get it ready for the hot wax so you have a nice clean bond. You can actually see a decent amount of filth on there. And you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. Just get the whole base nice and clean. While that's drying up, hot waxing tools. I actually got a specific iron because I was using my mom's old iron that broke, and that broke, so I actually went out and got a kit, which was nice because it has all kinds of files and scrapers and all the essentials to help make all this happen. As for wax, I just use an all-temp wax. I don't go specific to the temperature I'll be riding in because a lot of times it's not planned, a little spontaneous, so whatever's going on out there, all temp works fine for me. Alright, so now from here, just get your iron warm enough so that you can drizzle some wax on there. And it doesn't need to be super hot. I'm running this, the setting here is 100 degrees Celsius, so you just don't want your wax cooking. You don't want it smoking, so just enough to heat it up. And now from here, I'm just going to go around dropping some melted wax all over the base. You'll notice the wear patterns on the snowboard. We really don't do a lot of flat base riding, at least not prolonged. So the edges, or the base closest to the edges, is actually going to be the most you can actually see dry. And that'll soak up a lot of wax once you actually start ironing it on. This is actually fun. At least I enjoy it. Some people don't wax the shovels because it is a little bit more annoying, especially once you start scraping. I hit it all. It's all good. Believe it or not, you don't need a ton. I don't know if you noticed before, but I had maybe 2/3 of the brick remaining. I still have a little more than half, so it doesn't take a lot of wax. Now I'm just going to go ahead and melt all those droplets and get a nice thin film across the whole board. Alright? Turn up the heat just a little bit. Your iron should slide nice and smoothly. It shouldn't get stuck at all. If it is, you probably don't have enough wax on there, so you could just drizzle a little bit more on there. As I said, it doesn't take a lot because you're essentially thinning out and you have a very, very thin film that you're putting on there. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to do the whole board and be back in a little bit.